Hello viewers, welcome to the lecture series on Tour Operations Management Part 1. In this episode, I will explain you about evolution of tour operation business, definition of tour operation, types of tour operator and functions of tour operators. The use of the term travel trade date back from the early years of the 19th century, but they should not obscure the fact that what we describe today as travel trade was taking place much earlier in history. Throughout the history, there were travel middlemen who helped the merchants traveling for trade and others who traveled for religious purpose. Let's trace the historical development in tour operation in world as well as in India. In 1670, the Grand Tour concept was developed especially for educational purpose. Another major development took place in the year 1730. Health experts suggested that seawater is found to be useful to cure many diseases. The result was that many resorts around the English coast were established to attract visitors seeking to cure themselves by seawater. In 1815, steamboat services were introduced from London to Gravesend. One effect of this development was the construction in all major resorts of a dock to accommodate the vessels on their arrival. In 1820, European cultural centers were opened to British travelers. The rail link was introduced between Liverpool and Manchester in 1830. In 1838, Peninsular and Oriental Steam Company introduced steamship services to India and Far East. The fortunate day came in the history of travel trade when in 1841, Thomas Cook, as a secretary of the South Midland Temperance Association, organized a trip by train for 570 members of his association to a distance of 22 miles. He bought railway tickets in bulk to sell them back to the people. The experiment was successful and everybody was thrilled. In 1855, Thomas Cook started operating package tours. He conducted the world's first international tour from England to Paris. It was a sheer coincidence that in the same year 1841, Henry Wales started his freight business named American Express in USA, which introduced credit cards and travelers' checks. Concept of tour operator. An organization, firm or a company which buys individual travel components separately from their suppliers and combines them into a package tour, which is sold with their own price tag to the public directly or through middlemen, is called a tour operator. More precisely, tour operators are mainly responsible for delivering and performing the services specified in a given package tour. They can provide these services themselves, as some have their own cars and coaches, hotels and other travel related services, or can obtain these from other suppliers. That is why they are called manufacturers of tourism products. Tour operators are sometimes called wholesalers, but this is partially true because a wholesaler purchases goods or services in bulk at his own account to prepare a tour package and then retails it through the travel agencies or directly to the clients. However, a tour operator who has his own one or more tourist product components formulates a new tourist product, for example, inclusive tours. Tour operators generally offer a variety of package tours to cater to the needs of different kinds of travelers. Definition of tour operators. Poither 1993 defines tour operator is one who has the responsibility of putting the tour ingredients together, marketing it, making reservations, and handling actual operation. Holloway 1992 stated that tour operations undertake a discrete function in the tourism industry. They purchase separate elements of tourism products or services and combine them into a package tour which they sell directly or indirectly to the tourists. An organization, a firm or a company which purchases individual travel components separately from their suppliers and combines them into a package tour which is sold with their own price tag to the public directly or through middlemen is called a tour operator. Types of tour operator. Tour operators are classified as they do tour business and area of operation of package tours. Each category of tour operator is unique in their own ways of providing services. This classification is suggested to distinguish differences of meanings and functions. They are generally called as inbound tour operators, outbound tour operators, domestic tour operators, specialist tour operators, and ground tour operators. Inbound tour operator. They handle inbound foreign tourists in the host country. They provide them various services on their arrival and departure, such as transfer, accommodation, transportation, sightseeing, entertainment, currency, insurance services, etc. They are known as inbound tour operators or incoming tour operators as they precisely operate for handling incoming foreign tourists or guests. An inbound tour operator prepares package tours on their own and conducts tours through the ground operators at host destinations. Inbound tour operators make tour packages individually or in collaboration with foreign tour operators. In fact, inbound tour operators attach much added appeal into tourism products. They earn foreign exchange that increases foreign exchange reserve ratio of the host countries. Outbound tour operators. They sell package tours highlighting the destinations in foreign countries. These operators are specialized in designing and promoting multinational tours. Like inbound tour operator, outbound tour operators sell a package tours to an individual or a group of people of a country to another country or number of countries for a temporary period. They arrange travel documents, transportation, hotels and sightseeing. Inbound tour operators or ground operators provide accommodation, transportation, local sightseeing and other services. Generally, outbound tour operators appoint inbound tour operators or ground operators to make arrangements of services. They receive the guest at airport, transfer group from airport to hotel, and arrange local sightseeing for business or leisure-oriented guests or customers. Domestic tour operator. Domestic tour operator is one which conducts tour within the country. Domestic tour operators operate within the boundary of home country and cater the diverse needs of individuals and group travelers like inbound and outbound operators. They promote tour packages both through their own outlets and other retail travel agents. Ground handling agents or ground operators. Ground operator is otherwise known as reception operator or destination management operator or handling agencies. These operators are generally expected to provide arrangements and ground logistics at a particular destination. Thus, a ground operator provides the services required by a lot of tour companies and they do not have a local branch or office. They do not deal with the principal suppliers such as hoteliers, transport operators, car rentals, entertainment organizations, and so forth. The operator coordinates, supervises, and handles accounts or payments of all services related to a tour. Special interest tour operator. This type of tour operator offers and promotes the special interest package tours. They mostly do direct marketing for the package tours or through the retail travel agents. For example, there are wildlife and ecotourism tour operators and they design wildlife and ecotourism packages for groups in the niche market. This type of tour operator does not plan for mass market as consumers are limited in number. When the company plans for dealing with specialized areas, there must be a potential consumers for the package tours as the nature and cost component is relatively higher unlike the conventional package tours. The specialist tour operators only organize tours in the pleasant climate and the business is mostly seasonal in nature. In the recent years, many specialist tour operators are moving towards corporate travel, incentive travel, MICE travel, ecotourism, rural tourism, and cultural tourism. They are also called as personalized or customized tour operators as package tours are made on the choice and suggestions of tourists. Example: Ayurveda and health, archaeology and historical sites, adventure and ecotourism sites, special cuisines at each place, yoga tourism, etc. Roles and characteristics of tour operator. In this package tour market, tour operators showcase destinations through their unique package tours. Expedia, TCI, and MakeMyTrip follow the customer-driven approach for designing package tours to cater the demands of customers. Roles of tour operators are given below. It is a wholesaler as it assembles packages as per the trend of market and capacity of distribution channel. It deals with customers directly as a principal agent or foreign travel agent without offloading tours to ground handling agents. Tour operators has liberty to amend the tour itinerary and program if it warrants. It invests much of time and resources to chart out delightful and value-added tour itinerary for meeting the demand and expectation of tourists. It gives much stress on selling the tour than the conducting the tour. Tour operators are mostly located in the megacities or in the cities with the international airline services for the strategic advantage of controlling the package tours. It mostly provides international transfers from hotel to airport and vice versa if offices of tour operators are located. Functions of tour operator. A tour operator is like a service provider, providing the most convenient option for tourists to stay, visit, as well as leave from the city. A tour operator owns high volume of travel services across carriers, services, and accommodation. Some of most important functions of the tour operators are following as planning a tour. The most important functions of the tour operators are planning a tour. Tour operators plan a tour and make tour itinerary which contains the identification of the origin, destination, and all the stopping point in a traveler's tours. A prospective tour operator also gives advice to intending tourists in various types of tour programs which they may choose for their leisure or commercial travel. Making tour package. Tour operators buys individual travel components separately from their suppliers and combines them into a package tour. Tour operators make tour package by assembling various travel components into a final product that is called tour package, which is sold to tourists with own price tag. Making tour packages is also an important function of tour operator. Arranging a tour. Tour operator make tour package and also arrange a tour according to tourist demands. Tour operators arrange the tour package and various tourist activities to provide the best experience to tourists or travelers. Travel information. Whatever the size of tour operator, he has to provide necessary travel information to the tourist. This task is utterly difficult and very complicated. A tour operator must give up-to-date, accurate, and timely information regarding destinations, modes of travel, accommodation, sightseeing, immigration, health and security rules, about various permits required to travel in a particular area. Reservation. It is a very important function of all type of tour operators and travel agencies. Tour operators makes all the reservations by making linkages with accommodation sector, transport sector, and other entertainment organizations to reserve rooms and seats in cultural programs and transportation. Travel management. Tour operators manage tour from beginning to the end of the tour. A tour operator has a responsibility to look after the finer details of a vacation or a tour such as hotel, accommodation, meals, transportation, etc. Tour operators provide travel guides, escorting services, and arrange all travel related needs and wants. Evaluate the options available. Tour operators evaluate all available options to provide a unique or unforgettable travel experiences to tourists during the journey. Tour operators evaluate the various options available for a tour package and provide a best of them to a tourist. Promotion. Tour operators make tour packages and promote them into various tourist markets at domestic as well as international level. In the promotion of tourist destination, tour operators play a key role. Travel agencies or tour operators are called as image builders of a country. Sales and marketing. Tour operators do sales and marketing of tourist products. Tour operators purchase individual travel components separately and combine them into a tour package, which is sold with their own price tag to the public directly. Tour operators do marketing of tourist destinations and tourism product to attract the attention of the tourists as well as travelers. Taking care of problem. Tour operators are also called handling agencies, which handles tour package and take care of all the glitches and problems arises during the tour package. Tour operators fix the glitches and provide the best available alternative to tourists during the journey. Thank you for watching. Once again, we will join in the next video.